Hello, everyone, and thank you for watching and for tuning in to our live streaming tonight or today if you are in the Philippines or anywhere in the world. From our introduction, I already mentioned that for this live streaming, we will be talking about AIPP or Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program, a program which is very close to my heart because this is the same program that I use to come and immigrate here in Canada. And I am very happy because I have been a permanent resident of Canada for already 2 years. In this video, I will explain and clarify what this program is all about. If you have clarifications, what are the requirements, how you could apply, we will also talk about how you would be able to secure the different requirements of the program, as well as how you could find the designated AIPP employers. And if you have questions, concerns, or if you want to clarify something, please feel free to put that in our comment section, and definitely I will be more than happy to give you the answers and pertaining to AIPP, and of course any other related questions when it comes to immigration. So first, I would like to see and shout out to our viewers. So if you are watching right now, please write on the comment section so I would know who are our viewers. And of course, if you could put your country where you're watching from, I would appreciate that. Okay, and of course, if you could share our video in your social media platform so more people could come and join us in this live streaming session. Okay, so first, let me just log in. I'm using my cell phone right now to do the live streaming, so it's very difficult to see the comments, so I need to use my tablet as well. Okay, so first, greetings to all those viewers. Ibiang, hi po. Bloom Trends TV, hello sir. Deepak Sakdeva, Deepak from India, hello. Welcome to our live streaming. Fernando Cano, Rahul Raghavan, Sean Abigail Bilones, watching from Kuwait. Oh, thank you very much all for watching. I know you have been saying this. You have been sending your resume, a lot of resume to different employers. Why you are not getting calls, or is the program still ongoing? These are some of the questions that I am always getting. So I would like to clarify this. Yes, the program is still on. It has been extended until 2021. On my previous video, I said 2023, but I stand corrected. It's until 2021 so far. But there are articles saying that because the Canada government would like to increase the immigration here in Canada, especially after COVID-19. So there is a plan to permanent to make this program AIPP permanent already, and it has a very very positive feedback or response from a lot of applicants. That is why also they actually intend to make it a permanent. Okay, so as I've said, we will be talking and I will be explaining the step-by-step process how you could apply and immigrate here in Canada through Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program, because in my last live streaming, I was surprised with the different questions that I received. There are some people who are asking me about expression of interest. Some people are asking me about making a profile for Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. So this program basically is employment driven, employer driven. So you don't. It's not similar to Express Entry. It is it is a program where you need to get a job offer from an employer and you need to process and apply following the different requirements. So that is something that I would like to clarify with everyone. And we will go through it one by one. So I'll just greet some of the other viewers that has joined us. Hi Bernard, hello, greetings. Bernard is in Australia right now. Welcome to our channel. Guys, if you are, I would also encourage you to please hit the thumbs up because if you're actually enjoying our video, HMZ Gagglebox, hi Ray Mustapo, hello, hello, hello. Zarina Alexandra, FC, hi Sir Ray. Pendu Jat, hi. Also, I believe, friends, we have some people who joined us today. They are also creating their YouTube channels, so they might be posting their link on the button. So if you're interested, please, you can also watch their video as well. Okay, Joy Torres, hi! Watching from Newfoundland. Check time 2:30 a.m. Thank you for watching. Joy Torres just moved to Newfoundland. She was in British Columbia before. She was a student. So yes. So okay, so let's start. I will explain to you Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. So the program itself says that it is an immigration program. It is one of the fastest, the easiest to come and immigrate here in Canada. The processing time is only 6 months. So remember that, only 6 months. When you apply and submit your application, there is only 6 months of waiting until you become a permanent resident. Isn't it very fast, very easy? Yes. And the requirements as well are very, very easy to comply. So let us go through the process one by one. So there are four programs or four provinces that are involved in this AIPP or Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. So this program intends to promote the immigration from the four Atlantic provinces, which are Newfoundland and Labrador, the same province or the province where I came from originally, Prince Edward Island, next is Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick. Okay, so I have some more comments here. Someone, Sean Billones, thank you so much. Danis Resanjaya, I am watching. We have a viewer from Bali, so he's asking how to find a designated employer. I will show you and I will explain that as well on our video. So on this program, there are three streams or three categories which are called the Atlantic High Skilled Program. We have the Atlantic Intermediate Skilled Program and Atlantic International Graduate Program. So me personally, I was a product of Atlantic High Skilled Program. So this program is actually dealing with managers, supervisors, or those people who have belonging to NOC 0A and B. While Atlantic High Skilled Program are those people who are not on the managerial level but have the enough or sufficient technical skills to qualify for the program. For example, chefs, fast food servers, or retail and other jobs. While the last stream called Atlantic International School, or I mean International Graduate Program, are the program where our international students who came and studied in a designated learning institute, a community college, or a university in one of the four provinces that we have mentioned before. They should have completed 2 years program. So it doesn't have to be a 4-year bachelor, only 2 years program, a diploma or a certificate. And then after that, because they would be awarded or they would get a postgraduate work permit so they could work. And if they get a job offer from an AIPP designated employer, automatically they don't need a job experience. They can apply for a permanent resident and be processed under this AIPP International Graduate Program. So those are the three categories of our program. Okay, so Pendu Jat, Hi, can you provide any right advocate for hiring to providing LMIA for truck driver visa? Pendu Jat, for AIPP, there is no LMIA required. So I've got some friends, I actually met some people while processing through AIPP who is very, very successful right now. He came here as a truck driver and arrived in the province of New Brunswick. And he was also processed under AIPP as a truck driver, and he's already permanent resident for 2 years. So imagine that it is very, very good program. So if you are very much interested of immigrating here in Canada, you do not need an LMIA for AIPP. And that is one of the reasons why I would say that this program is easier compared to other programs, because the employers do not need to apply for an LMIA or a labor market impact assessment. What is this LMIA? So basically, all employers are required to find an LMIA if they would want to hire someone from outside of Canada, meaning foreign workers. This is like a permit for them to be able to get or to hire someone who is not here in Canada, not a resident or not a citizen. And how would they need do that? Of course, they need to process the application first. They need to post the job in different job sites and make sure that they would be able to prove that there is no local Canadian or permanent resident qualified to do the job. So after that, they could apply for LMIA. And imagine they have to pay for 1,000 Canadian dollars just for a single application of LMIA. So that is one of the reasons why AIPP is a very good program for employers and for employees, because employers can save $1,000 because they do not need to get or to apply for an LMIA. So if you or I am an employer, it would be easier for me to hire someone because I do not have to pay for this LMIA. And that is one of the reasons why this is an easy program. The other requirements are also easy to comply. So I will explain what are the requirements for you to qualify for this program. Okay? So just, okay, for AIPP, number one, you should have achieved the minimum language requirements. What is this minimum language requirements? So as you all know, I already mentioned it. Canada has two languages, official languages being spoken here, in addition to the other dialects that are being spoken, but there are two official languages, French and English. So that means if you want to qualify or apply for AIPP, you should have a test from a designated institution showing your score in French or in English. So what are the exams? For example, in English, we have IELTS, we have CELPIP. For French, we have TEF as well, and other designated English or French languages that are acceptable. The good thing is that for language, they only require CLB4. Remember, only CLB4. What is this CLB4? It is very easy to get because for IELTS, for example, CLB4 means you should get in reading 3.5, in writing 4.0, in listening 4.5, and in speaking 4.0. Imagine these scores are very low compared to other programs. So it is very easy for you to get or achieve these test results. If you are talking, or we are talking CELPIP, the CLB4 means that you should get a score of 4 in all the aspects, in reading, listening, writing, and speaking. So all 4. So isn't that so easy? It is very easy. So if you have not taken, because you are scared, you have not started taking your language exams, I would encourage you to please do that immediately. You have to do it now because now is the best time while the employers are still busy recovering their businesses. You should start preparing your requirements. And by the way, your language exam is valid for 2 years. 2 years from the moment you've taken or sat down for that exam. And also, please make sure that when you will take the IELTS, you should choose the general exam. Okay? General exam, not the academic. The academic exam is only needed if you will come here as a student. But if you will be immigrating, it has to be general IELTS exam. Okay? So I hope that is clear with you. Okay? So the next requirement for AIPP program is what we call an an ECA or an Educational Credential Assessment. So what is this ECA? I created a video about ECA, but I will explain to you. So all of us, of course, we did not come or study here. We were not born here in Canada. So we actually studied in our home countries. So the education requirement for AIPP is that you must have a high school graduate level. So because we did not study here in Canada, we need to convert our education from our home countries so that it will meet the Canadian standard. So how do we do that? Through ECA or Education Credential Assessment. So there are different designated bodies or institutions that are recognized to do an ECA. I will give you some examples. For example, the very, very common WES, World Education Services. Others are ICES, that is the organization that I actually chose. You could also do an assessment through ICAS and others. So you could visit the website, or I would put the link on this video so you would know what are the different designated organizations to do an ECA. So how is the process? How do you apply for an ECA? Okay, the processes are the same, basically whatever designated institution that you choose. First is that you need to create a profile online. So for example, if you choose WES or ICES or ICAS, you need to go to their website. You create a profile. So on this, you will actually put your personal details, and if you could upload a scanned copy of your diploma or transcript of records, they would actually accept that. Otherwise, it's okay that you do not have. Once you create your profile, you would need to pay the fee. Okay, once you have paid the fees, they will send you an email sending you a request letter that you would actually show to your university or college or school where you graduated to present or to send them the original copy. Doesn't need an original copy, a certified true copy of your diploma and transcript of records in English or in French. Your school have to send them directly to the designated institution. And once they have done it, you just have to wait for 3 weeks to 1 month and they will process it. Once it's done, it will actually be sent to you, to your home address. That is how you get an ECA. And by the way, ECA is valid for 5 years. So you do not have to worry that you've taken ECA and you're worried that it will expire soon. Because no, it is valid for 5 years. Imagine that. 5 years. So that is one of the requirements. It has to show that your ECA is Canada high school graduate. Okay? And we'll go through the other requirements. We'll just have to greet some of our viewers. Deepak Sajveda, thus local employment agencies could be of any help for job search under AIPP. Deepak Sachdeva, I would say no, because local agencies are actually not they are not recruitment agencies. Okay, unless they have actually they are registered through Canada government that they are actually legitimate agencies, recruitment agencies. So you need to be worried or you need to be careful with trusting these local agencies. Fernando Cano, if you have a bachelor's degree and you apply to a job position don't require that, is it possible to get a job? Yes, of course, the higher your education, the better. But of course, we are just talking about the minimum requirement. It has to be a Canadian high school graduate. If you have bachelor's, if you have master's, if you have PhD, then the better, right? Okay, so Zarina FC, is AIP really ending on December 2021? Zarina, that is the latest update. But as I have said earlier, there are plans to make this program permanent. So just wait and stand by because obviously the Minister of Immigration already announced that they would be needing more immigrants to come here in Canada. So this is a very good timing and we don't think because of this COVID-19 for sure they will prolong this term for the AIPP. So you just have to be patient. Okay, so Bloomberg's watching from UAE. Ibiang, hi, meaning after I take the IELTS possible to apply immediately in AIPP? Thanks po. Okay, Ibiang, it doesn't mean that you have your IELTS, you can apply for AIPP. You need to get a job offer. Okay, so that is one of the requirements as well. A job offer from an AIPP designated employer. And I will explain or I will go through the AIPP designated of employers lists one by one. So since I've already here, okay, I have here with me the list of the AIPP designated employers. I will also post this on our live streaming, the link for these AIPP designated employers. So it would be actually helpful for you. So I will read some of the employers that are designated under each program or under each province. I will read some and maybe these are employers or industries that you might be needing. Okay, so please listen carefully and bear with me because I will be reading some of them. Okay, so this is the AIPP designated list for Nova Scotia. So if you're thinking of immigrating to Nova Scotia under AIPP, these are the list current as of June 30. So this is the most updated. Okay, so I'll show you. Just 1 second. As you could see there, June 30. Okay, so that is the list. I'll read them one by one, but I'll also post this link on this video. Okay, so this is the most updated. So okay, so we're talking about Nova Scotia, guys. So there is Residence Inn by Marriott, Halifax downtown. So if you're working in hotel industry, guys, this is for you. Residence Inn by Marriott, Halifax downtown. There is also Canada Inc., Infitius Technologies, Cribcat, Bretoba Contracting, Nova Scotia, Manchuwok. So from the name itself, Manchuwok, that means it's a restaurant. So for sure, they are looking for chefs or for restaurant manager or supervisor. There is also Ontario Inc., HGC, the Harman Group. There is also Tim Hortons, Dartmouth. So people who are working in fast food, very in demand. Nova Scotia, the Knot Pub. So imagine a pub. So that means bartenders, bar managers, bar supervisors. The Halliburton Hotel. So hoteliers as well. Century Holdings, Sky Lodge, United Travels, Ideal Car Care Center. So for sure, car mechanics. Dairy Queen, Subway, A&W, Marguerite Riverview Inn, Gabriel's Bistro, Fancy Lebanese Restaurant, Pizza Delight, allnovascotia.com, Holiday Inn Hotel and Conference Center, Truro, Atlantic Ice Center, Frontier Technologies, Papa's Pub and Eatery, Advantage Wireless PCs, Home Instead Senior Care. So for caregivers or nurses, for sure you will be needed on this senior care. Swiss Chalet, this is a restaurant. Hearthstone Inn, Hearthstone Inn Boutique Hotel Halifax, Subway again, Steel City Sports Bar, Commons Inn, Finbar's Irish Pub, Enfeld Big Stop, Lobsters Are Us Seafood. So I think this is a seafood store, so they will be needing retail, people working on retail. There is also Tim Hortons again, Old Algiler Lodge. We have Cora's Breakfast and Lunch, Pizza, Princess Nails, East Side Mario's, TDR Transportation and Logistics, Do Lobster, Chatter Salon. Okay, so Chatter Salon, so that means hairstylist as well, manicurist, pedicurist, so you have a chance. Medicine shop, so that means pharmacist and retail. Alexandra's Pizza, 9 Chinese Cuisine, Darling's Nail Spa, Gerhard Trucking. So for sure, trucking business, maybe truck drivers. Chaba Thai Restaurant, Seal Cove Restaurant and Lounge, Thai Ivory Cuisine. Several restaurants, other restaurants, Canadian Tire Gas Bar. So this Canadian Tire also is a department store. So for sure, there are opportunities for retail here. Ricardo's Grocery and Fast Food. So grocery store, another retail. There are also Camp Screen Golf, Driving Time Auto. There's a lot. Oh my God. So that is very good, guys. Even Freshie is already a designated employer. One Stop Shop, HRM Consulting Group. So this is a lot of list. Sushi Nami Royal. Okay, so that is very good. Newsbreak Cafe, Trailsman Motel, The Finer Diner, Yellow Seabird Bread and Breakfast Inn, Captain's Boil, another restaurant, A1 Garages Halifax. So I think people working in auto mechanic industry, Aziz Bridal and Master Tailor, so for sure, Source, King's Donaire, Mob Squad, First Choice Hair Cutter. So there would be a lot of need for hairstylists here. YE Construction, so people who enter construction, Sailor Diner, Medical Inc., A Bite of Asia, Bailey Supermarket is also an AIPP designated employer. Gutter Systems Inc., so I think this is more of IT. There is also ABM Systems Limited, ABM Integrated Solutions. So I think this is more of IT jobs. They're also called ACRET, Information Technology and Professional Solutions Incorporated. So people in IT have good opportunities of immigrating to Nova Scotia under AIPP as well. There are also a lot such as insurance company, marketing concepts, microscience, and there's a lot of lists. So imagine these are just some of the employers in Nova Scotia. Okay, so once again, as I've said on this video, watch out, as soon as we finish this, I will put the link so you could go through the list and check. And once you have or you saw the list, you could actually send them email, visit their website. If you have the means, you could actually call them. So it's very, very good that we are actually going through this list. For New Brunswick, okay, so I have here the list of AIPP New Brunswick. I will not go through them one by one, but I will just read through some of the industries where people could actually apply. For New Brunswick, guys, listen up. I'll go through them now. HANA construction, so people under construction industry. There is also A&D communication. So for sure that is IT and communications. Restaurants, a lot. Accor Hotels Global Reservation Center. So these Accor Hotels are actually the call center for Fairmont, Raffles, Swiss Hotel, um, Sofitel, all the hotel chains under the Accor Group. So this is the reservations office. So they are actually also a designated institution. And they have actually hired a lot of people in the past. They are also Airport General Store, Camellia Trucking, guys, for drivers, truck drivers for sure. Petro Canada and Grocery, Amsterdam Inn and Suites, Master Tailors, Apex Industries, even Aspen University. So for sure, teachers or admin, there's jobs that would be available for you there. Atlantic Pacific Transport, potato distributor, okay, so for sure, truck drivers, delivery drivers, Atlantic Poultry Incorporated, so those people who's actually working in agriculture, even banks, guys, Banque Nationale du Canada is also an AIPP designated employer. Blues Pro Investment Consulting. Oh my goodness, there's a lot. There's also Brennan Home Hardware Woodstock, Brunswick News Incorporated, Buffet Express, Bulgogi, Burger King, BWS Manufacturing. So there's a lot of lists, guys. So I think it would be very helpful that I would share this list with you so you could actually check what kind of employers you are looking for. Conrock Development Inc., Cunard, Culberson Trucking, Craig Manufacturing. So there's a lot of trucking businesses here, guys. There are also Transport Limited. So for sure, if you are looking for an opportunity, you just have to be patient. So that is the list for New Brunswick. For Prince Edward Island, there are also a lot of similar jobs that I have already mentioned. There is a Bayshore Home Health in Prince Edward Island. So people who are working in the nursing care home industry, caregivers, licensed practitioner, nurse, and other stuff, you would definitely find an employer in Prince Edward Island. Other restaurants, Swiss Chalet, Burger King, Delta. Okay, so Delta Hotel is also an AIPP designated employer. So Health PEI, guys. So that is, I think that is a hospital. So nurses and other medical industry. Oh, for people who's looking for a call center, there is also an AIPP designated call center in Prince Edward Island called IO Solutions Call Center Incorporated, guys. Take note of this. There is also Island Solar Transit System Incorporated. That is also a designated employer in Prince Edward Island, guys. Label Construction, Linkletters Welding, McDougall Steel, Erectors, MacLeod Group Health Services, PEI. I think all the industries are here. You could also see Murray Transport, Neuron Communications, There's a lot, guys. So I would really encourage you to please visit this list. Even policy intel, guys. Okay? And lastly, the designated employers in Newfoundland and Labrador. Guys, this is where I came from. Very beautiful place. It is just by the Atlantic Ocean. It's amazing place. So some of the employers that we have on the list, Mary Brown's. Mary Brown's is similar to KFC. That's the competitor of KFC. Marsh Motorsports, Jungle Gym Restaurant, chefs and restaurant managers are needed. Hotel North. So hoteliers. Golden Years Estate also, and that is also home care. Newfoundland and Labrador World Fur Exchange, Mucho Burrito in Avalon Mall, lot of restaurants. Cabot Auto. So okay, so more of car repairs, motors, Better Living Home Care, McDonald's, Ginger Grass Restaurant, Aboriginal Cleaners Inc. So imagine cleaning services as well. Aboriginal Cleaners Incorporated, Airborne, a lot. Grocery, guys. Grocery distributors also need people. Association for New Canadians. Tim Hortons, Avalon Tech and Taylor Inc. There are a lot of good employers here. Beachside Manor Limited, Beaufort Solutions, Bemisters Janitorial Services Inc., Dairy Queen, BJH Winging It, Blue Drop Learning Network, Blue Sky Family Care, so child caregivers, Bodyworks, Carol Automobile, Momentum Development Support, Bogart's Jewelry Limited, that is a retail shop, Boss Construction Group, Chancellor Park Incorporated. Chancellor is also a home care for seniors. City Tire and Auto Center, City Lights Buffet, City Trust and Mortgage Company Limited, guys. Collab Software Inc. So IT people, you are needed in Newfoundland as well. Jungle Gyms Restaurant, Shamrock City Pub, Clarenville Vet Hospital. So veterinarians are also needed, have a chance to come and immigrate here. Connie Parsons School of Dance. So that means dance instructors are also needed. Roman Catholic Episcopal Corporation, Culinary Creations, Mr. Lube, Dalico Limited, Dandy's Dan Fish Market. There's a lot. Dental crafts, so they need also dentists and dental hygienists here for sure. Dona Daycare Center Inc. A lot of dentists and dental. There is also Earl's Groceries, Discovery Days, Children's Center, Emma Sweets, a lot. Coleman's is also a grocery store. Empowered Homes Inc. Construction Services. A lot of hotels and restaurants are actually designated employers. So I will actually post this. Even Gander Flight Training Incorporated, guys. That is an airport. A lot, guys. So I would say now they have already increased the number of AIPP designated employers. So I think the chances now are very high when it comes to getting a job offer from an AIPP designated employer. So if you're actually thinking, will you qualify for a job offer? If you have a 1-year experience from on this NOC that we actually just mentioned, within the past 3 years, you are certainly qualified to come and immigrate here in Canada. So guys, please, I hope that you already know our list. So we'll go through them. I'll post the link, guys, so you could visit them all and get to see them by your eyes. So I would do that. Okay, I'll just go through some of the questions. Please share, kabayan, to me, employer for medical. I'm a nurse here in Kuwait. Shan Abi Billones, I just ran through the list. There's a lot of medical employers, hospitals, and home care. So I think you would actually benefit on that. Bloomstrand TV, me and my wife have different career experience. Would you recommend that we both apply and try to get a job offer? Yes, of course. That is not a problem. If you could contact the employers directly, both of you, so you could get a better chance. Only one of you needs to get the job offer because both of you could actually process in one application. Fernando Cano, mucho bonito, ja ja ja. That sound too Mexican. Yes, that is a Mexican restaurant. Mac Ryan, do we have to get a job offer before applying or we can apply without a job offer? Thank you. So Mac Ryan, you need to have a job offer to be processed through AIPP. That is one of the requirements. That is why it is very important that you visit the list of AIPP designated employers so you would know which employers would suit your qualifications and you could approach them directly. Send them your application, call them, or send them email so you would know if there would be an opportunity for you from that company. Okay, so we have also Bloom Trends. Mac, as said a while ago, you need a job offer for this program. Yes, he just answered my question. Me too. Bloom Trends Ray TV, we hope that you can post the link of this list of employers. Thanks. Thank you. Yes, I will actually post them. Okay, let me actually copy them and put them in our chat box. Okay, just 1 second, guys. So, I'm posting it now. Okay, oops, just 1 second. It. Okay.